Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM, back with another Farming Simulator 25 mod review, and today we are having a look at the John Deere S700 series Combine Harvester Pack by JHHG Modding. Now this mod is for all platforms. It is available to download immediately from the Giants mod hub. It has actually been out for a couple of days, and it's a wonderful mod, it really is. Now the name JHG Modding, for me, that rings synonymous with Farming Simulator. He has made a large chunk of mods for Farming Simulator 22. Some of those are the John Deere 8R series 2009 to 2011, the John Deere S600, S600i, S700 and S700i combine harvesters, the Teagle Tomahawk 8250T and C120 straw blowers, a large handful of John Deere planters, the Kachowski strip till seeder, the SDK 300 strip till seeder, sorry to be precise, and the John Deere 7810 row crop tractor, just to name a few. But yeah, and he has brought back the S700 series Combine Harvester Pack to Farming Simulator 25, and what a pack it is. It is absolutely dripping with add-ons and features. It's absolutely brilliant. Configuration-wise, there are so many. The list is quite comprehensive. There are 32 wheel configurations in two-wheel drive or rear wheel assist variation. You've got some big LSWs, you've got row crop duals, wide duals, singles, wide singles. Comes with 6 track configurations in two-wheel drive or rear wheel assist variant. There are 4 main motor configurations. You've got the S760, 770, 780 or 790. It comes with 12 grain tank configurations, 9 static and 3 standard foldable extensions. You've got 8 pipe configurations, varying from 5.6 meters right the way up to 9.15. There are 3 chopper tailboard configurations, 4 trailer hitch extension configurations, 2 rear axis configurations. It comes in either 2018 or 2022 model year configurations. There are 10 number configurations. It also comes with a 75 years of John Deere self-propelled combines configuration. You've got 2 ladder configurations. It can come in North American, South American or Australian spec, and as you can see, you can spec it with 4 different wraps as well. You've got the United States flag there, you've got the Aussie flag there, you've got the Canadian there, and you've also got the South American flag there. So lots and lots of visual configurations that you can spec it to. Add-ons and features, again, the list is massive. It's got fully realistic displays with new turning on animations, heads-up displays, dashboards, numbers and animations. There's a fully Americanized version, all US decals and stickers, proper US spreaders, track systems, US wheel spacing and sizes, US grain tank configurations, extremity lights, US flashes. They work like turn signals and default lights depending on which lights we turn on. Realistic S700 threshing sounds. It's got the X9 ladder style configuration, new 2022 LED work lights, flexible hose animations for the GPS foldable monitor and the PowerCast tailboard. The list goes on. There's lots of interior details like dashboard icons for beacons and lights and stages and hazards and turn lights. All new real numbered dashboards for worked hours, worked hectares, operating time, speed, RPM, capacity, temperature, fuel usage, fuel capacity. Real XML values on the monitors there for speed, capacity of grain tanks, fuel capacity, fuel usage, overloading speed, motor scales and power. It's incredible, it really is. All the grain tanks have got separate fill volumes with different capacity and shapes, separate work lights and auger pipe with animations, new particles separated for every chopper table configuration. Animations include an openable door up the all 4 of the side panels using mouse, or in my case the control pad. You can open all the different side panels. You've got a threshing animation, fully scripted interior with monitors, icons, lights and heads-up displays, turn-on animations, enter animations, realistic physics, lots of moving parts with separate functions, and of course that includes all the standard functions as well that the base game models have. So it's absolutely rammed, this is, and it's, like I said before, it's for all platforms and is available to download now. The link will be in the video description below. So without further ado, let's jump into the shop and take a look, shall we? Right, so here we are in the shop, and as you can see, when you've got the mod installed, you are met with 2 different variants of the S700 series combine. You've got the S760 to 770 series and the S780 to 790 series. Now, contrary to what I said a few seconds ago regarding the capacity range, I was reading from the main text on the mod hub, but as you can see from the capacity range on the S760 to 770 series, you can actually spec this to as low as 7,080 litres, right the way up to 19,380 litres, and these models have a power capacity varying from 387 horsepower right the way up to 455. The 780 series has the power of 547 up to 625 horsepower, with a capacity range of 10,600 litres right the way up to 22,905 litres. Now, all the different configuration options are exactly the same depending on whichever model you choose. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we'll jump into the S780 and 790 series, and here we are. So now, reading again like I did earlier from the text on the mod hub, it says that it has a it said it had 12 grain tank configurations. Now, whether I'm making a mistake here, but I actually count 17. So, as you can see, counting this one as number 1, we have no grain tank extension. We go up to the tarp cover fixing option. We've got the tarp cover. You've got the factory foldable extension. You've got the Demco foldable extension, the big top foldable extension, the factory static, full factory static, tarp cover fixing factory static, and the tarp cover factory static, the Mora tip-up factory static, the big top tip-up factory static, the full Mora tip-up factory static, the full big top tip-up factory static, easy for me to say, the Mora XL, and the Harvest Master Windham, and the tip-up Harvest Master Windham, and back to none again. Now, I count 17 out of that, so the more the better, I suppose. And obviously in this one we've got the S780 and the S790. So this one is 547 horsepower, this one is 625. There are many wheel configurations with the Lizard setup here. You've got the option of the two-wheel drive front 1400 LSWs, or the rear wheel assist front 1400s. That's pretty much it for the Lizards. You've got your Continentals, you've got your Michelins, you've got your Mitas, and back to Lizards again. And within these brands, you've got the two-wheel drive, the front 650s, the rear wheel assist front 650s, the front 800s, and the rear wheel assist front 800s. You've got the rear wheel assist 30-inch S700 tracks. You've got the 36-inch S700 tracks, and we're back to the front 650s and the rear wheel assist 650s and the 800s, etc, etc. You can spec it in North American spec. You can spec it with the Australian spec with the oversized signs there. You can spec it in the South American spec, and as you can see, that brings up I suppose a couple of different safety labels there. There's one on the front there, on the steps. You can also spec it, these are my favourites to be honest, with the North American flag decal down the side, with the Canadian flag, with the Australian flag, or the South American flag, or back to blank again. Now, numbers, you can spec it from no numbers up to number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It does actually say in the information on the mod hub there that it has 10 number configurations, so whether that's just a slight mistake or not, I'm not too sure, but either way it's still pretty cool. You've got the option to spec it in the 2018 production year, or the 2022, which looks like it gives you a different design of LED beacons on the top, and different design of front lights there on the top of the cab. The ladder, as you can see coming out from the cab there, you've got the standard version, or you've got the foldable ladder, which has a really nice animation to it as well. The rear axis, of course, I'm sure we're all familiar with that. You can have the standard, or you can have the wide rear axis. You've got the chopper tailboards at the back. I think there's 3 different specifications on this one. You've got the regular vane tailboard, you've got the standard version, you've got the advanced powercast tailboard, and back to the regular vane again there. Rear hitches, you can have the option for no rear hitch. You've got the standard rear hitch in the middle there. You've got the Lankota Lanth 400 static hitch extension, and you've got the Lankota Lanth 620 foldable hitch extension there, all back to none again. Now, pipe-wise, there's quite a few varieties and configurations that you can have your length of your pipe. You've got your 5.6 metre, 18.5 foot pipe, 6.9 metre, 22.5 foot, 6.9 metre, 22.5 foot foldable, 7.9 metre, 26 foot pipe, 7.9 26 foot new pipe, the same but in foldable, 8.7 28.5 foot pipe, or the 9.15 metre 30 foot Lankota extender, and back to the small one again. So vast amount of configuration options there for your pipe, depending on, no doubt, the size of your fields, the size of your headers, and then obviously you can spec it with your license plate as well. So huge amounts of configuration options, but some of the things that make this this mod so great is the, as you can see, you can open it up and you can have a look at the internals as it's working. You've got these foldable and unfoldable covers on both sides. You've got that whole side there. You can open the back, you can open that side there, and you can also open the door into the cab, which is pretty cool. So we'll jump in there and take a look now. So, jumping into the cab for the first time into this S790, and as you can see, you are met with some of the new interior details that JHHG has been working on. As you can see there, the steering wheel folded down towards us, the GPS monitor up top there folded down, and that does come part and parcel with a flexible hose animation that he's been working on for those, so that's really quite cool. So you turn it on for the first time, you've got the beeps of course, and you see everything jump into life. Now, what this does contain, regarding the interior details, for example, so let's pop our hazard lights on, and if you keep your eye on the central screen there in the middle between the two monitors, so I'll put the beacon lights on. As you can see, we've got a beacon light come on there. If I'll just turn it off quickly, you see the little orange light there on the central screen on the A pillar. You've got the indicator lights as well for left and for right, and you've also got the, when you put your actual work lights on in your main lights, you've got your dipped beam, I think they're called, and then you've got all the other variants as well that come on. So that's really quite cool, just lovely little bits of attention to detail. But what you also do have with this is the real XML values. For example, on the screens you've got the speed, the capacity of the grain tanks, fuel capacity, the fuel usage, overloading speed, motor scales and power, all real number dashboards for worked hours, worked hectares, operating time, speed, RPM, capacity, temperature, fuel usage and fuel capacity. So again, looking at the bottom monitor there, if we turn the vehicle on, sorry, wrong one. I meant to press the wrong button there. So if I actually turn it on, as you can see there, at the bottom screen, you've got displayed at the top, you've got work totals, the total hours, and it displays the capacity as well, which we'll jump into a harvester that's in the field in a minute or two just to show you. But yeah, you've got it just displays a load of working numbers, whereas the base game ones don't, which is really quite cool. It really is. So yeah, lots and lots of wonderful bits of custom information in the cab here to make it a really nice place to be, with a lot more detail. And of course you got the interactive bits and bobs. So for example, you can close and open the door there. If I jump out of cab, let me just turn that off actually, but actually no, I want to keep that on actually because I want to show you these things. So if I jump out of cab, we can open up both of those side panels there, and you can see the interior workings. And of course you can also open up that bit there, and you can also open up that back bit there with that's got that lovely animation of the folding ladder as well. Now I've turned the vehicle volume right down to 10% in game, so I'm hoping you can still hear me, but just check out the animations there. See the prop shaft right into the center of the vehicle there, just spinning round. You see the knuckles there spinning round that runs right the way down and up there the length of the vehicle, but you got the belts and all the pulleys, etc. And you've got the thresher arm animations there on the side. It's just absolutely incredible. It really is. The attention to detail that's gone into this mod is wonderful. There are some separate animations as well with the tailboards at the back there, but as you can see, just more animations just to make the thing come a lot more alive. So cool, it really is. So that's a look at it in the garage anyway. So now I think it's probably best if we go and take a quick trip out to a field and go and show you one in action. Right, so we're out in the field in one now, and I've amended my FOV settings a little bit just so that you can see the monitors a bit clearer. One of the other details as well, looking at that central screen on the A-pillar there as well, if you amend, for example, the cruise control speed, as you can see, you can dial that right down and it actually changes on screen as well, which is great. You've got the engine revs showing there. In the bottom monitor there, as you can see, top right of that bottom monitor, as you can see, I've got 2,254 litres of wheat in my grain tank behind me, and that's now displaying on the monitor, one of the part of the real XML values that this mod has working with it. So it's absolutely brilliant. So I am going to try my best to do what I can. I've never actually harvested or driven a vehicle with this FOV, so it's going to be quite a challenge, but I'm doing this just to show you the screens. But as you can see, the capacity is going up there, 2,900, 3,000 litres in tank. Work totals, you've got the work hours, the machine hours, the revs, Am I keeping my line? Am I missing? Oh, I'm still missing bits there at the edge, aren't I? But I can be forgiven for that, surely. But yeah, it's just really, really cool. It really is, the amount of real-world detail that's gone into this. Absolutely brilliant. It really is. Trying my best to get the edges there. I think I'm in... I've got a field of view of about 40 or 35 here at the minute, so it's quite a challenge. But yeah, there we go. As you can see, so when you're in the field working, in cab view at least anyway, you can see all the data you need on the screens in front of you, which you wouldn't normally get with the base game models. So really, really nice bits of attention to detail there. Absolutely amazing. And another custom animation that these things have is the custom, the PowerCast tailboard animation. When you turn your straw swath on or off, you can see it folding up and down, and that comes with the flexible hose animation as well that he's done. Really, really nice. Again, just attention to detail, things like that make these mods absolutely incredible. As you can see, you turn it on, and you see the fans whir up. Awesome stuff. Absolutely awesome. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A reasonably brief but hopefully detailed enough overview of the S700 series Combine Harvester Pack by JHHG Modding. I love these things, I really do. I really actually want to put one onto my my Riverbend Spring series that takes place down the road there. But I can't afford one at the minute. I'm going to have to figure something out though, because needless to say, I want one. Probably that one, with the big US flag on the side, because it just looks absolutely awesome. And the detail, the level of detail and the custom animations and heads-up display features and on the monitor displays that this mod contains is just absolutely brilliant. I utterly love it. Needless to say, I've been a fan of JHG Modding's work well into the well back into FARMERSIM 22. Just absolutely amazing. Love them. Absolutely do. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, the link for the download will be in the video description below. I highly recommend you go grab it if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed the video and found it a little bit of fun and a little bit interesting. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like my content, please consider hitting that like button and the subscribe button and jumping on board, joining the channel. Again, bit of a shameless self-promotion, but if any of you are looking for an online server to play with your mates, please consider using my G-Portal affiliate link in the video description below if you like the idea of helping a content creator and supporting their channel, and you also like the idea of a 10% reduction in the price of that server. Please consider hitting that link. And as always, there are a host of links in the video description below with my Giants Partner promo code. If any of you are in the market for purchasing Farming Simulator 25 and you like the idea of helping a content creator out and supporting the channel, as always, I would be massively appreciative. So thanks again for your time, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.